is 6:18 and time now for what's trending. Well, there was a fishy situation in an eastern Wisconsin city, literally. Check out the damage to this car in Neenah. According to the city's community development department, they found nearby what explained that damage. A carp was lying a few feet away, and in the city's Facebook post, they implied a bird probably dropped the fish while flying past. And they finished up by saying, hopefully, the bird found something else for dinner. I mean, this was really random. It's just one of those bizarre things, right, Devin? But like, I mean, I wouldn't think that something would cause this much damage to a car. How big is a carp? I don't even know. Like.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even know. We haven't really measured a carp. They can probably, obviously, they can get pretty big, but obviously, I think what probably worked against that car's favor is that it was probably well up into the sky, and again, the bird dropped the fish, so gravity kicked in, and then boom, right on the hood of the car. And hopefully, this is the case where hopefully insurance will cover it, because obviously, you kind of have no control over that happening other than just not being parked there. But again, that's just random bad luck right there, than a dead fish around the ground right there. So yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I would say bad luck.
Yeah, that just really stinks for that car owner. But hopefully, like you said, everything will be covered, and they at least found the culprit, or the culprit they think that it was. I don't know.
Yeah, the culprit. Well, we know it was a fish. It's how that fish got there. Yeah, I think that's a big question at this point, too. Well, meanwhile, though, something else that's interesting, a dog missing for 5 days, back home safe with its owner after being found and rescued from inside the wall of a home. Fire crews were called to an Ohio home to find that the dog had fallen down a crevice and was trapped between two concrete walls. That's scary. And officials said they weren't able to lift the dog out, so they had to break open the wall with a sledgehammer, and it took about 10 minutes to free the pup. The dog, named Jurtle, had been missing for 5 days. Wow, 5 days. And it's now believed she was in the wall the entire time. Oh. Wow, that is just crazy to think about there. And there's a total just random luck right there. That I'm glad that dog got found. And looking from the video, maybe a little shaken up. It looked like it was doing okay, though. I mean, you can tell it was panicking. Of course, look at the owner. They're definitely happy the dog is reunited. And look, I mean, the tail wagging. So it looked like it had a good amount of energy still for 5 days. So that's pretty impressive for a dog. Because I don't know if I don't know about you guys, but 5 days on a wall and he couldn't move, couldn't eat, couldn't go to the bathroom.
Yeah, no, I think it was, yeah, it was just, I don't know. That makes me so sad for the little pup. But I just want to know, how would it even get in that wall? That's the thing. I mean, but you can go through crevices, animals can find their way through things, but overall, I'm happy that it's back with its owners, but yikes.
Yeah, bottom line, just happy that the dog is back home with its owner, and finally can put this interesting tale to rest. Something that people didn't expect it, and now it's on the news, right?
Yeah, well, something interesting there, and we can go over to another animal story, which is over in Barnstable, Cape Cod. One goose mate didn't want to leave her guy's side. Check this out. Recently, Arnold the goose had been found because of his fractured foot. He was close to Cape Wildlife Center, and they took him in for surgery to help him recover, but he wasn't the only goose coming along. His mate followed them to the center, tapping on their glass doors for hours because she was so concerned. She didn't only know that he was in the facility, but she knew exactly where he was so that she could get a good view. And these two lovebirds showed that staying together through sickness and in health isn't just limited to humans. And wow, this is really, really interesting here. I will say, love is just love. You can feel love through animals, humans, of course, it's just everywhere. So it's so cute to see how these birds really express that. I mean, she's the definition of a ride or die. I mean, she was like, you're not taking my man anywhere unless I know where he is. And I love the energy, but I'm so happy that Arnold got his little foot fixed, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's always great. It's great to see humans being able to help out animals like this goose right there. And then, of course, the other goose outside be like, you better be taken care of. Yeah. Taking care of my man right there, as you said. And I mean, it's something you wouldn't expect. I mean, and I've seen those kinds of geese before. We do get those up here, and they can get pretty grouchy, to put it in nicer terms.
They're protective.
They are protective,
of their own.
And rightly so, of their own, or they're young. And I mean, they're really cool to look at too, but you get too close, they'll usually hiss at you more than anything else. I know they've only gotten to the hissing stage for me in the past, but they can get worse than hissing. So they can obviously jump people and something else like that too.